apron when y'all come back this way? Oh, y'all, hey! So we on, so I'm moving the thing inside of here, which is good. Hey, y'all, I'm back again. Making Sunday dinner. Next week we gonna check in. We gonna come in with our herbs. You know, our healthy herbs. Let me, cause my back is towards you. How can we do it? Can I put this over here? There, I can put that over here. There we go. So then my back ain't towards you. Hey, happy Sunday. So I'm making goulash for the fam, and I am having I guess they call it like a caviar salad with black beans, corn, the veggies, green peppers, onions. Only thing I'm missing is celery, but celery seeds is good for you too, so that's why I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do the celery seeds. So this is gonna be a cold salad with the beans, corn, and peppers. I'm gonna make my lime dressing, and then I'm gonna use some key lime and put it on top of the key lime, right? So that's gonna be bursting with flavors, though. That's just the flavors. The fresh cilantro is like so flavorful. A lot of people don't like cilantro because of because it's so pungent. But that's what I like in the herb, because I'm pungent. So yeah, I'm cutting up my peppers and onions. Then I'm sauteing for their goulash. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to saute the onions and everything first. And before I put their meat in there. So I've used ground chicken for that. That's a white meat chicken, and this is ground turkey. That's the dark meat. So the dark meat will give it like a fat like type of deal. Like if you have beef and you have that fat, you know that fat, they have that marble to give you 80-20. So this is going to be my 20% like with the ground meat. Comment, like, share, and subscribe, because what's not good for you can be for somebody else. When I say this salad is off the chain, usually they have it a lot in the summertime. I call it bean salad, but if you look it up, it's called caviar salad. So, if you want to really pack it with protein, you know, of course, I'm going to pack mine with protein. I'm going to put me some seaweed on top. And we going to go from there. So, I have these peppers right here. I'm going to slice up for my salad. So to make my dressing, I use olive oil. Well, I'm gonna use the olive oil. I haven't poured it in there yet. So I use rose vinegar. I'm gonna show you the bottle. That joint is so delicious. I post it if you want me to put it in the comments. If you want me to post the link. When I say that vinegar is really, really awesome. Hi, Brittany. Hi, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, Britt. So I was saying I'm making goulash for my sons and my grandchildren. And they haven't, tapped in with, my diet. My eldest son, he do eat some things, but not everything. So that's fine. A win is a win, right? How are you doing? How are you? I know I got a taste for fried chicken. You still get still the same cravings of the stuff that you used to eat forever in a day. I've been eating the same food for 100 years, it seemed like. So for me to try to change my diet and eat vegetables, it's giving me a total different, a kind of different twist. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna bring this over because the stove is over here on this side. So I'm speaking in existence. I'm gonna get me a beautiful kitchen where I can broadcast with my microphone. I'm speaking in there, so walk with me. My microphone, my island in the middle for my to prepare my stuff. A kitchen where I can move around. And then all my pantry and season be lined up instead of all bunched up together. You know what I mean? So that's a dream. And it's going to come true. Because I manifest that stuff. Yes, I do. I don't play no game. So we have avocado to go in the salad. And the caviar salad. And I should make me some salmon cake. What salmon croquettes? They only take like 2 minutes. I really should make some of that. Put some chickpea flour in there. Yeah, I really should. And then I don't gotta put no veggies. Because sometimes I put veggies in them in my salmon croquettes. It's an older lady, that was one of my mom's friends. That Miss Gladys, rest in peace. And my mama, rest in peace, too. Her birthday is on Wednesday. I love you, Mommy. I miss you so, so much. But I am you. And I got to use an asthma pump. So this is cucumbers. I have my tomato, my maida. Right? And then, I to give the chicken some, what you call it, to give some fat to your chicken or turkey or whatever whatever meat you don't use besides the beef. A little salt and pepper and oregano, I put that on my vegetables. Whatever you don't do besides beef, right? And then I gotta cut up my garlic, my fresh garlic. Fat makes everything happy, if you will. Fat makes everything happy. So we don't want no little small pieces of vegetable. We want vegetables. I forgot I had a little glass of Merlot that I mix in with. See, I put Merlot in my my spaghetti sauce. The celery, the Merlot, wine is going to take it to another level. Guys, check it out. Check it out. I make my own gravy out of tomato sauce, out of tomato paste, tomato sauce. So you use 2 cans. It depends on how many you're cooking for. But in this case today, I'm going to use 2 cans of tomato paste. And each can gets 2 cans of water. And then I'm going to use a 16-ounce can of tomato sauce. So I use this to make my sauce. And I use tomato paste to make my sauce. Nothing in the jar. No jar over here. So let me show you my turn it down. So this is my black beans and my corn. Y'all know what that look like, right? So that's the black beans and the corn. So I have I'm gonna put red onion in my salad. I use white onion in this goulash. There's a different onions have different flavors. Every onion is not for everything. Well, you can use it for everything, but every onion has its specific job for each recipe. You know. So here we go. So I put my peppers and onions in there. I ain't put the onions in I just put peppers. I'm sorry, my bad. I'm ahead of myself. Slow up, girl. Alright, so we clean up as we go. What I do with the dish rag? It's time to get a new dish rag because that one is crazy looking like it's going to throw that in the trash. And we need a new one. I don't like that. That's garbage. So I'm getting ready to stir my veggies over here. So you know when you put water on your vegetables, fresh vegetables, it takes it. The water brings out the moisture in it. So I'm getting ready to make up my sauce. So you'll see how I do that. That dirty, so let's open up this can up. So I'm gonna open up this can of sauce. And this probably is no salt added, guys. You're always supposed to clean your can off before you use it. Hey babe, don't be giving me no hard time. You trying to give me a hard time? Oh yeah, it's trying to give me a hard dog one time. That's because the can is cracked. Oh, here we go. So, I'm going to open up my cans. You know, a can opener is not supposed to be immersed in water. It's just supposed to be wiped off. It's just supposed to be wiped off. That's all. I had already done this one. So like so. So let's get my pot that we need for our sauce. I'm gonna get my water boiling over here. Let me get my salt over here. And I gotta get my garlic. That's what I got. So garlic, we need to smoke this here. This is my salt. Put that in some water. So you know the salt from your noodles creates starch. And that will thicken up your sauce. So that's a little FYI for you. And I put turmeric in my caviar salad. Minced garlic. I'm going to put some fresh garlic in here in a minute. And where is my garlic thing? So now you put my stuff over here on the table. Get out of the way. Where is my garlic? I can't find it. So you let your water boil for your noodles, your salt water, and then you cook them for 10 minutes al dente, which I don't really have to really cook them really, really long because I'm going to make goulash and it's all going to be all together. So that's how that's gonna go. And even so, I can cook actually the sauce in that pot. I think I will. Take a little bit. So we have lime for the salad. And I got these chocolate chips. I'm gonna make me some vegan. I got my oatmeal banana in there, and I got some more bananas, and I'm gonna make some cookies out of it. Out of the dough. So let me take and put oatmeal noodles. I have protein noodles. This is what they're gonna have. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save some sauce for me out of the sauce that I make. So later the week, if I want to have, I'll just make my noodles. Like so. Get all that out. I know I see a water bottle. I didn't see a water bottle. Hey Odom. How are you, Odom? Happy Sunday. I'm cooking dinner. That's what I'm doing. So let's see. I got my tomato sauce here. Get the lid. See, that's why you gotta make sure your lid clean, just in case the lid fall inside of the can. So here we're gonna take and pour her out in there. Now watch out, man. Watch out, y'all. Don't see it. Celery is always good in and tomato sauce. It just do. And you know, Italian people, they have a lot of celery. So I'm going to take and mix 2 cups of that while my noodles is cooking in the back. I really can take. I got a taste for some salmon cakes. Maybe I might make me a salmon cake or two. For me, it don't take much to make the patties up. Oh, I do got water. Hey, and it fills it all the way to the top. So I don't use the spigot water to cook, but I use my, what's the name? You gotta clean this off with some fuzzy water. So this is the sauce. I gotta find my garlic, my fresh garlic. Put her in here. We got onion powder. Like so, like so, like so. So I'm gonna cook the sauce down, guys. Are you gonna make some later? You gonna make salmon cakes, or you gonna make you making goulash? I'm making goulash for my for the kids. So I'm having, you know. And then I'm going to make me some sauce out of this before I put the meat in there, and put me a little sauce in the bowl. So then tomorrow, or whenever, I'll have I'll have sauce. Oh, shoot. Oh, I did it. Y'all, I almost broke my leg. Yo, I did that on TV. Woo, girl. So I made it. So let me bring y'all over here today. So I'm going to take and put my celery. I got to put my fresh garlic in here. Right. And then I put my wine. I ain't finished. Let me get some more tomato paste. Let me see. Then, okay, here it comes. Yeah, I'm alright, yo. I'm alright, Odom. I'm clumsy, yo. But I'm good. Thanks for asking. Could you would have sent a rescue for me? Because I would have fell and I would have been like, I fell and I can't get up. Alright, so back to the tomato gravy. So I can't find my other can. I know it's up there. But I transition very, 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 very well. So yeah. Alright. So we got that. I'm gonna put my celery seeds in here. We got a little black pepper. Like that. Yo, that was one for the books. I should have won viral off of that falling. So here I'm gonna put celery. I don't have fresh celery, but this is celery seeds is good for your organs. It really is. Yes, and then celery tastes good on beef and like any type of spaghetti, any kind of sauce, I guess. So yeah, we getting that together, and then once I get that situated, we gonna let that simmer, and I'm gonna put some Merlot on here, right in there like this. So I'll give it about that much. This is a game changer. Try it. Try it. When I do mine, I'm gonna put me some fire roasted. When I separate, I'm getting ready to separate mine and put it in a bowl with some fire roasted tomatoes, and then I'll seal mine up like so, like so, like so, like so. Let's see. So this is what I had. This is a tomato concentrate. I got it backwards. So this is double concentrated. It's double concentrated this is. So now my water is cooking. Boiling rather. Then I'm going to take and put a little bit of olive oil in her. Like that. And then I got some flour. Oh, I do got flour. I need the smoked paprika for my beans. We use a little bit of this water in here. There she goes. You see where I'm going at with it? Then I gotta make gummies with my grandkids. And I got something for it. Let me see. So only thing about tomato gravy, you gotta let it cook down. You let it cook down real good. It's different than a tomato sauce. Totally, totally different. This is for my salad. So avocado go in this salad. And so this is black beans, corn, red peppers, green peppers. I'm going to put a purple onion in here, cilantro, cucumbers. Then I'm going to steam me some key wine. And then I'll have my key wine, and then I will put the salad on top. You can mix the both of it together, but I don't like, I'm not a kind of mix my stuff together. I like my stuff separated. I just always been like that. I don't know why. This now I'm gonna put some basil in here. So that I think I'm gonna do next week. The herb of the week, we're gonna do Thai basil. That's what we're gonna have, Thai basil, and that's gonna be the herb. Oh, give me one. I'll make that forget right here. So we're gonna use the fat. It's nice out here. I'm gonna sit outside, y'all. I wanna sit outside. I wanna go outside. So when I make the meat, you got. In the rain, but it ain't raining today. It is sunshine. Alright, so for me, I gotta get the lid. I didn't use no salt. I really don't use a lot of salt. Just a little bit, but you need salt to wake up the flavors. You really do. Let me see what it says. It say, bring me a plate, please. I wish I could, y'all. Because, you know, I try the food is love. That's my love language. I really wish I could, Odin, but I can't. But, you know, here in where I live at, you can, like, say you order Uber Eats. So wherever you live, if you lived in a local area and you wanted me to send you some food I cook, I would be able to send it to you. You just would have to pay for it on Uber Eats. Isn't that something how that is now? That is decent. So yeah. So I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna get my sauce in a bowl because I try to have food to eat for a couple days because I go to the gym and then I'm on this walker situation. So I try to make something for a couple days. So here we have our tomato. We're gonna put this in the salad. And then I'm gonna take the cucumber. And I'm gonna show y'all a little trick. If you want the flavor to go through your cucumber, you know, like say when you put it in your dressing and you want it to stay flavorful all through the skin, this is when you're going to put the skin on it, right? So I always make sure I clean the skin off this. So I'm going to show you a little trick over here. And let me put my little sauce in a bowl. And lit it up, and then they go for what they know on their tip. So yeah, so I'm gonna do Thai basil next week. I love Thai basil is like a licoricey taste, but if you want like a soup, so this is all I need for me. This is for me. Just go over the sauce, because remember I gotta take in cookies down, but I'm gonna put fire roasted tomatoes with mine. So that'll be my sauce. And I'll put that up so whenever I'm ready for mine, I'll cook it down a little something, something. And so they put a recall. So this is what I'm gonna put on my fire roasted. On Campbell chicken noodle soup. So I want you guys to be mindful. So this is the fire roasted. See, that's the fire roasted tomatoes. I'm not gonna put this in there because it's spicy. So this is mine. So tomorrow, or whenever I get ready to eat it, I'm gonna just take and cook it down some more, right, like so, and then I have mine without meat in it, right? I put a little bit more of this to it. So I guess you would call this like a meal prep, because you don't want no old noodles. And let me drain the noodles here. That's why I'm gonna get this big kitchen. God gonna bless me. So the starch that's usually on top of your water when you boil noodles, it thickens your sauce. Some people like their sauce like this right here. This is starch. That's what you call starch. I'm gonna put that over there in my sauce. You skim it off the top. Like so. That's starch. Now I'm going to take, and I'm going to drain the noodles. So listen, like when people make macaroni and cheese, or any dish that you immerse your noodles in, you don't have to cook them all the way. Just a little teeny bit. Because if you cook them, this, like say for instance, the 7 minutes, whatever you put your stuff in, it already done cooked, and it's gonna be mushy. So for instance, I cook this for 3.5 minutes. I boil the water, salt water first, and then I let the noodles cook for 3.5 minutes. Right? So, I made a mess. There I go, as usual. So I be working it out because this is a little small kitchen. This kitchen is like, I don't even think, well, it is a little bigger than a jail cell. But every room in here is about the size of a jail cell. And I can't wait till I be like Florida and, Sherman and moving on up to the east side. Oh, you live in Virginia? Do you guys have Uber Eats? I like Virginia. Virginia is for lovers. Virginia is for lovers, dog. Oh, shit. So let me turn her around. I gotta get the lid. Yeah, so Virginia, my grandson lives in North Carolina. So I only just ride past there, but I know to come stay there. I would love to go to the Virginia Beach and stay. I haven't been there since a kid. But Virginia is expensive. But I'm going to clear it because I'm getting ready. God is blessing me. He is really blessing me. So it's not far-fetched. It's not far-fetched at all. Now I need my fresh garlic. Alright, so here we go. So let me put So I'm gonna take a different sauce pot and fry my meat like so. Ooh, so this is the sauce. Can y'all see it? Okay. Then we're gonna work on the meat and then I put the noodles in last. I don't gotta do that. You gotta cook your sauce in. So my sauce, it gotta cook like an hour and a half. When you make homemade gravy, it cooks a long time. So this is our noodles, and then you don't want to rinse these, because when you're making goulash, you need the sorry, y'all. I hate to taste that. Tastes pretty good. I think maybe I might mix up. I'm gonna mix up some salmon cakes, and I'm gonna put some seaweed in it. It'll give it like a more. So here I am. I use to make there. I'm using ground white turkey. This chicken. I'm sorry, not turkey. And I'm gonna use ground turkey meat. But I'm gonna use some margarine for them. So cause beef has like a fat kind of to it. So they gonna have that, put that in their sauce. Right? I'm gonna get my stuff cut up in shortly. So here we go. I gotta find the lid. Put that on there. So we cooking with grease on that tip. I can't find my fresh garlic. Like, I don't understand where that is. Somebody else is working in my kitchen. So what y'all having for dinner today? What you cooking? Hold on, what you having? If that's you, I don't know if that's you or not, but what you having for dinner? So remember the red, not sweet wine, only Merlot. That's no, that doesn't have. I don't even got no 10 even had me a Little cheese sandwich. I forgot. Cheers. You haven't decided yet? It's early still. I just want to do it early. I'm going to get it over with. Because I promised my grandkids we was going to make some. Well, I didn't promise. I I'll take that back. That we were going to make some candy. I got to make something with them. You know? So yeah, I'm taking and putting this meat in there. Ooh. There we go. So when I do both, when I put both of the meats together, what happens is it creates the fat, like, you know, because that ground turkey meat is like mushy. To me, anyway. I don't know for the ones that like it. I ain't gonna rain on your parade, but I try to mix it up. So we're gonna mix her up, right? So we got the fat in there that we missing from the that we're missing from the beef, you know, because it got that grease on it. And then we have the fat. You got the two textures. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So once you get the flavors going, let me put some. So the butter in here, all that I'm gonna take and put that inside of the get. I know back in the day my mom used to always use, or we used to use, what you call it? Lorry seasoned salt. Lorry's. That was a big deal. So I gotta take and cut up my I went to church today. Church was good. Even though I am the church, I had. So here we go. We cooking with grease. I'm gonna kind of show y'all where I'm going at with it. Yeah, they gonna be happy. Put a little baby on here because you gotta give her a seasoning. You gotta. With turkey anyway, even the turkey we had for Thanksgiving, it's so bland. You gotta really season it. You gotta really season it. But I forgot I'm not eating it, so they like Lorry seasoned salt. I'm gonna give it to them. I'm gonna get them some Lorry's. You went to church online? I go online too. What's the name of your service? What's the name of your church? What's the name of your church? I had my church is Good Samaritan, but I moved up here. Things changed, so I don't have a church home yet. But I watch Christian Compassion. I like to get a word from everywhere. You know? Because God, He don't just speak in one place. Yeah, He don't just speak in one place. He don't speak in one color. He speak in one language. All over the world. You understand? So that's their meat coming together. I do need to cut up some so this is the trick for the cucumber. Let's say them white raw. So when you do the regular salad, they put cheese in it, like a taco cheese. But I'm not using the cheese. I'm using the avocado. That's probably the closest to cheese that we're going to have. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we're going to take our tomato and get it ready for the salad over here. I do her first, and then I'll go to the cucumber and show you the little trick. I should have put some sausage in here, but I forgot. So this is the tomato. I'm cutting in big chunks. But when you have salad, you don't want I don't want the stuff all small, like, you know, you don't want to eat it or see it or something, but you go to St. Luke. You don't mind me asking, are you Baptist? Are you Catholic? How old are you? Yeah, here go your meat. So now I'm showing you what it look like. What it look like when you're on the mic. Yeah, that's nice. So this is the dark turkey meat and then the white part. So we're trying to get the effect. The effect of the actual meat texture. Because you know, white meat and dark meat. White meat and dark meat have two different textures. I'm a white meat girl, so I'm going to take and put the tomatoes in my salad bowl. Right. And then we'll do the cucumber. To pick your vegetables up. Other than that, it's gonna make a mess. So let me get the cucumbers. So we need a fork. I'm gonna show y'all in a minute. So you see the meat? That's the two meats mixed together, the dark turkey and the light. Right? So now I need a fork. So this I need a fork. I'll take the fork and I dig in it like this all the way around. So you know how your skin, the skin, if you keep the skin on it, it'll have a taste to it. So that's what I do. I take and make these holes, dig as deep as you can. Like you gonna dig. It don't gotta be uniform, but if you a uniform person, then go for it. That's your business. So I took the cucumber. Can you see it sliced how I sliced it around? So when I cut it, I'm going to take the meat and pour it in the sauce, and then that's going to cook down. So when you cut the cucumber, right, it'll have like those designs, like that crinkly design. See it? So that means that the flavor from the cucumber, the flavor from your dressing is going to go all through there. So I'm not going to dice them. I'm going to just, or maybe I should cut them in half. It won't be as bulky. So I'm going to take and cut it in half. Like so. Maybe we can do 4. Yeah, that's better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them in 4s like this. That's what we're going to do with that. Other than that, they're going to be all big and crazy, stupid looking. Like so. So that'll be nice and uniform. Then my cilantro, so I got an avocado, but the avocado is hard. It didn't even soften up. But maybe if I put it in, when I put my dressing on it. Basis. Oh, St. Luke. Oh, you Baptist. Baptist. Me too. That's gonna be tight. That's gonna be real good. Especially with some salmon cakes. So I gotta open up my can of salmon, drain it, and so I use leg replacement, but I don't have none. So nice and colorful. Food is supposed to have colors to it to make it more that's on the pyramid, the chart, the food chart. Alright, that's the rest of it right there. And then now I gotta do my onion. So like I said, you use different onions, and this calls for this and this and this and that. This, I got cilantro and my avocado. This joint hard as I don't know what. I should have stipulated not to get a right one. Get a right one. So red onion is good for salad. Scallions is good for stir fries. Red onions is good for salads and sandwiches too. It depends on the sandwich. But hoagies, not so much. I'm from Philly, so our hoagies, they have to be Italian. They really gotta be Italian. So it's very rare you can go to a place and they got red onions. But red onions, again, like I said, is good for salads, sandwiches. So for me, like to put them in like greens and things like that, because they cook fairly fast, and then they don't hold they don't keep the texture like yellow or white onion would. So that's something I wanted to pass off. So I diced them up. I diced the onions up smaller than I did everything else. Because you wanted to go through there. You wanted to go through there, right? So never leave your onions uncovered in the refrigerator. Because if so, you're going to make all your food taste like it. I used to get in trouble for that. Well, not used to get in trouble all the time. I think I got in trouble like once or twice. And then after that, it was a wrap. So we have our meat. Oh, we got our meat. That's our ground. See our ground meat with the fat. That's my mind. That's my mind. So I'm gonna pour that into the sauce over here. And then the juice and the essence. Right? So that is for their goulash. Ah, shucks. The goulash, I burnt myself. The goulash. We're going to let that simmer down with the meat in there. And I got to wash the pot. Yeah, let's just wash the pot. Cook her down. Alright, here we go. Move this bit over here. This is the sauce. Just on here. So I'm going to take my this is hard to get out of here. Hey, that's hard. So the avocado goes in the salad as well, y'all. And so you can put cumin. I put turmeric. I'm gonna put some chili powder in here, and in my salad. And I am going to. Yeah, see that cilantro? You need a lot. So I'm gonna take my I'm gonna put a little bit of lime zest in here too, cause you want the flavors to be pungent. So I have to let this sit for a while once I make it. Well, by the time dinner comes. So I'm just putting some chives in there. Put some a lot in there. A lot. You want a lot in there, and I want my fresh garlic that I can't retrieve because someone else is in my kitchen. Was there 5 years ago. You was there 5 years ago? Oh, we should be finding a thing. Yeah, my pastor, he just moved to Atlanta. And then he come back here the first of the month. First of each month. And he do it like that. So this is fresh herbs. This is cilantro. So I'm putting a lot of cilantro in this black bean salad or caviar salad or whatever y'all called it. And one thing I didn't put in here is no celery. No, I didn't put no celery seeds. I didn't use the proper knife, but I just cut. Yeah, yo, he did take the money and he moved there, and so he do the thing on the whatchamajig on Facebook, and he got two members. I used to do food bank, everything here, and I learned that they just people too, trying to what's the name like everybody else, and try to make it. Like it's something that's that they got something special. God's got something special for everybody. So you see how the avocado is but I guess by the time you get oh yeah, this is yeah, this ain't done no kind of way. You can't even get her open like on the slide. You see, don't do nothing. Oh, that messed up the whole recipe, but this might not even be a real one. I ain't gonna put nothing past nothing. I'm not surprised by anything anymore. Or none of that. None of this stuff here, because this thing is vicious. But I can't say. So I'm going to use the zest, right? I'm going to zest a little bit so to make it a little more limey. I guess maybe I'll put a little bit of adobo. So this is the zester. When you zest stuff, you don't need a lot. You just need a little teeny bit. That right there, that'll do it. So I have my olive oil that I'm taking and mixing my salad dressing that's behind you. I got the phone on it to hold it. Alright, like so. So we're going to have to trade places for... tie this up. And then we need the trash bag, the bag to take it, what's the name of the sauce? So that's all, folks. Yeah, so you know what it's like. He had it on me too, but guess what? He gonna keep on it. He gonna keep on you. The devil gonna keep on you. Trust me. There's no letting up, but you just can't let up. So as hard as he go in on you, that's the hardest you gotta go in on God. I'm learning that. I'm learning it. I am learning it. You heard? Yes. Cause he ain't going, especially when you pick a side. When you pick a side, it's a wrap. So you just to know that it don't get no easier. It just get the more that you reach towards God, the more the enemy is gonna come. Cause he mad. So this line, I'm gonna use this whole lime in here. I really want to take the pulp out of it. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the pulp out. I'm going to get all that goodness. I don't throw nothing away. So again, if you want to get the more pungent flavor of the fruit, you zest it. You zest that sucker. So here we go. That's one down. Plus it kind of cut the thing. Say for instance you don't have enough and it calls for 3 limes, the recipe. Well, this is a hack. Put a little zest on in there and get all the citrus out of it. Like so, like this. That's good for you anyway. So we tend to just take and squeeze the juice out. And then I'm gonna take this and put this in some pine. Did I do that? No, I ain't gonna do that. I got some pine tree from Christmas. And I'm gonna take, maybe I'll do it next time. I'll do that on the live too. So yeah. So we need the smoked paprika. Right. I wish I can get some of this off of here. Maybe just some of it. Let's see what that look like. I don't think that's gonna work. That's not gonna work. You know how you had plans for something and then you think it's going there and then the doggone thing ain't even there. Doggone it. So this is my dressing. I use rose vinegar. If you want me to put my link up in my comments, I will. This is so good. So I use that. I use lemon juice and olive oil. And I don't have to put the cilantro and stuff in here because I had already put the fresh cilantro in the thing. So I'm going to take and mix this up like that. And then I need a big bowl, the big mixing bowl. So again, I use lemon, olive oil, and a little bit of that wine vinegar. Pretty cool. Ain't nobody. Let me get a little bit more lemon in here. I'm gonna put some lemon juice. So I gotta make my key wine. So it's 2:57. It's early. They don't eat this early anyway. So this, by the time the sauce cook down, then we'll mix the goulash together. And then I have my so I'm gonna take and pour that on there like so, like that. So yeah, this is the salad. Alright. My avocado is like, hopefully it could do something. If I don't have it, the avocado with it today, I guess tomorrow. I'm gonna just shake that up like that. Just so it can get all the seasoning all the way through it. You wanna have the seasoning all the way through there. So So there you go. Once I got that lubrication on there you go. So this is the we supposed to have the avocado, but I'm gonna have key wine, but I'm gonna show you what they look like. I got some crackers, rosemary. That's the salad. That is it. Thank you. Try it out. This salad is good. Try it out. And then it's going to fill it. It's going to be, you got beans, you got corn, and then I'm going to make some key wine. Only thing I'm missing like is some parsley. That's what I'm missing, parsley. So that's one down. And then we'll let that sit like so. So remember when I put the lime zest on it, what you talking about? Willis? So guys, like, comment, share, subscribe. Odom, thank you so much for checking in and spending time with the old girl. And I'll be over to check you out. Remember turmeric. I put turmeric in here. And this is my gravy. This is my meat and gravy for them cooking. So, yes. Thank you. I appreciate you. Don't worry about it. The devil gonna stay on us, but we gonna keep rising to the top. We gonna keep it moving. We ain't gonna pay him no attention because that's the whole objective, is to be distracted with the nonsense. And I don't have time. I taps out. Like I tell my sons, I just remove myself. It's just that simple. It's be excuse of me. I don't mean no harm, but I have to remove myself. So that part. I'll put a little bit of this in here. You always do a little bit at a time because if you put too much of something on something, you can't take it back. That's why you gotta watch what you say out your mouth. Because if sometimes you say things out of anger, and then once you say it, you can't take it back. I don't care if you apologize or not. Some things you say, you can't take that back. If you don't think about it. So let the emotions go past. And then speak. And see what you get. See exactly what you get. That's it. Hands down. Remember when you do your beans and stuff, always rinse them off. Rinse them off, your corn, whatever you're baking. Clean the lid off, but make sure you rinse the vegetable off, because other than that, it's going to have that taste. What's the name? And then I'm going to come, because I came, my grandkids here. It's kind of hard for me to get in the kitchen. Their mom is here. She's evil. And I only got her here because my grandkids. But I'm in the winter. I'm in the winter season, boy. I smile to keep it crying. But you know, I put up the sacrifice. Yo, it's real. It's real. It's real. It's a snake in a camp.